Have you ever felt a shiver run down your spine even though you're all alone? Well, imagine living in a house where that feeling never goes away. This is no campfire story, folks. This is the true tale of a 13-year-old boy and his uncle tormented by a demonic presence in Gary, Indiana, in the year 2003, 8 years before the haunting of LaToya Ammons, who lived only 1 block away from where this haunting true tale took place. Hello folks, I'm Father Lokk's guest host, LokkMen Peter. I'll be with you for the time being while Father Lokk finishes up with creating new content for us. Wonderful viewers and Lokk family members, please sit back and listen up as we dive deep into this horrifying true story. The house sits on 39th and Carolina Street. At first glance you can see that it's huge. It was a huge white wooden house, big garage out back and a creepy looking basement. You could tell just by the look of it from the outside. Once you stepped inside, you could feel it. The air was thick with a menacing invisible force, also like you were trying to breathe air made of memory foam material. It all started when the family moved in and kept hearing these 3 knocks on the attic door, in a rhythmic pattern that seemed to be coming from the inside of the attic. About a week into living there, Christian's aunt decided to open the attic door. Upon unlocking the lock, the door popped open with violent force as if someone or something had kicked it open. A very putrid and disgusting smell filled the air, causing one of the children to vomit so violently she had to be rushed to the nearest hospital. Strange things began happening almost immediately after the attic door was opened. And no matter where you were in the house, you never felt alone, even if you were. One night, the 13-year-old boy named Christian, his brothers, cousins, and his uncle Cedric were asleep in the basement, only to be awakened by what sounded like the voice of another one of the boy's uncles, and it was calling out to him from a dark corner underneath the basement stairs. "Cricky," it called out to Christian in his uncle's voice. "Cricky, come here, Cricky, I got something for you," calling him by a nickname, the very uncle it was pretending to be gave him. His uncle Cedric also was awakened by this and knew instantly something was very wrong. The voice heard calling out to Christian was that of an uncle that couldn't have been there. He was overseas at this time and in no way could be there. Christian began to follow the voice, rubbing his eyes, trying to fully awaken, saying, "I hear you, Uncle Ace, but I can't see you." The demon responded, "I'm over here, Cricky, by the washer and dryer. Come here, I got something for you." This immediately alarmed Cedric, who was coming out of his sleep, only to see what was not only a huge male-shaped shadow, a huge shadow demon with a top hat on, and it had glowing red eyes and a sinister grin that sent chills down his spine. Cedric screamed, "Christian, come back! That's not him, that's not Ace! Ace ain't here!" As Christian began to gain full sight from fully awakening, he noticed what it was. He rushed to his uncle out of sheer fear of what he saw beckoning for him in a family member's voice. Objects began to move on their own. Doors would slam shut, and the walls would echo with unearthly whispers. Cedric turned to his faith. He yelled out, "In the name of Jesus," knowing this would weaken the malevolent spirit. As soon as the name of the Lord was called, the demon screamed, "No!" and the house seemed to rattle. The house became a battleground from that point on. The demon knew it was up against someone strong in their faith, and getting to Christian wasn't at all going to be easy. The demon would try to torment Christian and his uncle relentlessly, trying to invoke fear to feed from, trying to get stronger. One night, things reached a breaking point. The demon attacked Chris, dragging him out of bed and throwing him across the room. Cedric fought back with every ounce of his strength and faith. The room became a whirlwind of chaos, with objects flying and walls shaking. In a final act, Cedric, being a deep believer in the Lord, commanded the demon to leave in the name of his faith. There was a blinding flash of light, a very piercingly loud "No!" and then silence. The house was still, the thick air was no more, and the heaviness had lifted. The demon appeared to be gone. But Christian and his family didn't stick around to find out. The family moved out soon after, but the memory of that terrifying house and that terrifying night stayed with them. The house on 39th and Carolina Street remains a silent witness to the horrors that unfolded within its walls. So, next time you feel a chill run down your spine, remember this story. Sometimes the things that go bump in the night are more real than you think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tale of terror, hit the like button and subscribe for more spine-chilling stories. Stay safe out there, and as Father Locke wanted me to make sure to say, always remember and always know that he loved y'all. Bye, family.